We're fixing to make y'all hungry, I guarantee. And if you done eat already, we gonna make you hungry again. Folks, I've been invited by a real live Cajun chef. His name is Justen Cheney, and we're gonna go watch him cook. You want to? Now, he asked me to bring along a little something special, filet powder. Now, I've been trying to find that filet powder in the grocery stores. I went to Kroger. They didn't have it. I went to Publix. They didn't have it. I went down to the fresh market. I didn't see none there. So I went down to Piggly Wiggly on West End in Nashville, Tennessee, and I found some of this right here, Zatarain's pure ground gumbo filet, aged to a golden brown. Look at that. So we're gonna get this, and we're gonna throw it right there in the trash. You should have seen the look on y'all's faces. Did you really think we was gonna use that? Filet powder's supposed to be green, not brown. Y'all might have known that if you watched Country Boy episode number 18. Look at this, green. That's what filet powder's supposed to look like. Made that myself. You know why it's so green? Because 3 weeks ago it was hanging from a sassafras tree over by Long Hunter State Park. Put a big long hook on a big long pole, and I pulled Mr. Crawfish out of his hole.
Cajun food actually comes from more of like Cajun country, which is up around Lafayette. So if you're going up I-10 from New Orleans, Lafayette is northwest of there, like 2 hours. So it's on the other side of Baton Rouge. So that's where Cajun food actually comes from. Creole food is more New Orleans, but a lot of people get that wrong. There's a family called the Abears, spelled like Herbert, but it's Abear. The proprietor of the hotel would use leftover crawfish tails, because that's especially where crawfish come from, because that's where all the rice is grown. So crawfish is technically like a byproduct of rice. So crawfish typically, they come from a lot of places, but the best ones come from rice fields. So that's what they eat. They eat rice fields. Mahatma, also a Cajun staple. The lady that owned the hotel would make etouffee with leftover crawfish tails. So etouffee in Cajun French is just like, it means smothered. So it's, it's just like any sort of like smothered meat and gravy. A couple decades later, she passed the recipe on to someone else. She really just kind of kept it to herself. Then someone else came across it and started making it, and it, got huge, and the rest is, history. Etouffee. So the filet powder is awesome.
That's my homemade filet powder.
Etouffee definitely uses a lot less of this than gumbo does. A lot of people don't even use filet powder, but I still like it. But I only use like probably half a teaspoon, so very little. So we're gonna start with the roux. Just butter and flour. I like unsalted butter.
Guess who gets to learn how to make roux the Cajun way? Me. So to start a roux off, you put equal parts butter and flour. And Katie, bar the door, you're going to be stirring for a long time. And about 15 minutes in, it's going to look like this right here. And this is about the time my iWatch asked me if I wanted to record this workout. I ain't lying, folks. And about the time both arms nearly fall off, it's going to be about 30, 40 minutes in. It's going to look like this right here. Now, some people likes it darker than this, but we got to keep cooking stuff, so we can't let it get too dark now. Now, here comes the Cajun mirepoix. What'd you say? Oh. Here comes the Cajun mirepoix. We're going to stir this mirepoix for a while till that roux gets finished setting up and that mirepoix starts to sweating real good. Then we're fixing to take that off the heat and saute some green onion in the same pan. Don't you dare wash that pan. And now comes the part we've all been waiting for. Crawfish! Well, we out of time. Just kidding. We got all the time in the world. But do you think we're really going to share all the extra little secrets that goes into this? I don't think so. All right, y'all, let's try this crawfish etouffee. Man, I ain't never had etouffee like that. Spicy. Woo. Y'all gotta try this. Well, thank you, Chef Justin. That was beyond excellent. And thank you to the whole Cheney family for putting up with us today. I want everybody to know that me and Justin are working on plans to bring Cajun food to East Nashville, Tennessee. It's gonna be good, I guarantee. Would y'all like some? Well, just hang your taters for just a minute. And y'all check back now, you hear?